Hello everybody, welcome to Stamp with Michelle. It's Wednesday the 22nd of October 2025 and you are watching live, or maybe you are watching the replay, but thank you for joining me and welcome. So every Wednesday at 1:30 New Zealand time, this is when I come along and do a Facebook Live to demonstrate a couple of projects using one of the products that we sell at Stampin Up. So if you've never heard of Stampin Up and this is your first time, great, you're in for a treat. But if you are a follower anyway and you love Stampin Up products, yay, welcome aboard. All right, so today being the 4th week of October, so I have a coffee and cards on the 4th Thursday of each month. And so if you are in Auckland, if you are around my area, or if it's not too much to travel, I do love to see you. We're in Westgate. We'll be at a cafe in Westgate, and at 9:30 in the morning we will be meeting for coffee and cards. Just a simple gathering, catching up and supporting the local business, the cafe, and buying coffee or food from them, and they kindly let us use a table where we will be happily crafting away. So tomorrow, this is what we're doing. Well, we're using this kit. Let me just turn you over so that we can see what we're doing. Now, I'm going to call this our brown box kit because I'll explain in a minute if you're new. I do card kits as well, and each week when you place an order with me, you get the card kits for the week, and you get them free when you place an order with me, $50 or more. So this is a little bit skewered, but yeah, you know what, okay, hopefully hopefully that's not going to be too annoying. Okay, and so I do the kits, but this particular one is a brown box kit. So this is a Stampin' Up that comes manufactured, and it's all, so for example, like today we are doing the Nutcracker Tags Kit. So when you open the box, you see this. It's all shrink wrapped and nicely wrapped, and so that I have opened it all up, but it just comes out like this, right? And then you just take it apart, and which is what I do. I've taken it apart and I've put them in because this tag kit makes 4 different kind of tags. Okay, so I put them all in individual bags like this. So everything you need to make this tag is in here. And there are, I believe, 5 sets in here. So it goes like this, okay? And as you can see, well, the kit comes with all the pre-printed materials, the twine, which is black in this case, and then we've got the dimensionals and also the glue dots. It is so cool. This is really cool. So let me just show you the 4 kits that I have assembled, the 4 tags rather, and put that away so you can see it a little bit better. So we've got this, Believe in the Magic of Christmas. How cool is that, right? So it's Nutcracker Tags Kit. So we've got that, and then we have this other one, tag number 2 for you. It's really cool with all the glitter. I don't know, it's really fun. It's a really fun kit. And then you've got this one, which is a girl sending joy. And yeah, so that's cool. I must have done something to that one, but that's okay. It still looks pretty. And then the final, we have the 4th one, Cheer to Last the Year. Right, so we've got that. So you can see in this kit, you will get to make, when you buy the brown box kit, you'll get to make 12 tags, 3 of each design. There are 4 designs and you get 3 of each. So you'll have 12 tags to dress up your gift boxes and gift packages for Christmas. Isn't that cool? But also, I think it will look really cool hanging as a tree ornament as well. So yeah, so That's cool. So now today in this class to go, I am going to show you how easy you can just put it on a card and make it into a card, right? And then my second project is a 3D one. So we'll see. And I think these would make really cool scrapbook page as well, if you are that way inclined. What do you think? I think it will be nice. I actually have some pictures I pulled out this morning of me when I was a little girl. Not that little, actually. It was how old was I? It would have been in my teens. And I was in our ballet school production, and I got to dance the Sugar Plum Fairy role in the Nutcracker ballet production. So not very good quality photos. This is way back in the 90s. Yeah, so it's not the best pictures and photos, but it is what I have, and I'm thinking maybe I should try and just put these into a page. I don't know, maybe I might be inspired by all these Nutcracker tags. Alright, so let me just push these to one side. Actually, maybe I'll just get them out of the way. Okay, so first one, a card. Well, I've decided to pair it with Fresh Freesia. So I've put the tags, all the things that are, included for the tag, which is all these pieces. So I'm going to put them all in here, and then I have a very, very basic kit. So we have Fresh Freesia and we have basic white. Okay, so not hard, very simple, and of course you get the envelope as well. And that is something to kind of remember, that it doesn't have to be hard. We actually have a very cool special, if you aren't already aware. You should be aware if you follow me, because I've been talking about it. Our starter kit. Our starter kit is where you get any products that are on our website. So current products, retiring products that are still available, online exclusive products, every products that are available at the moment, retail. You can select those, any up to the product value of $285 for our starter kit. So totally, fully customizable, which is great, isn't it? And then, but for this month in October, and it ends 31st of October, you get to pay only $67. $67 for all the products up to the value of $285. And you get to keep that, and you become that's our starter kit, and you are essentially then a Stampin' Up demonstrator. Now, while I'm talking, so I'm just going to keep working. So I'm using Poppy Parade, and Fresh Freesia is it's a cool, fresh combination, I reckon. Like, maybe you've never thought about putting it together, but it's really cool. Ooh, that's really bad. Let me just, because I don't want to get all inky. Let me just grab a tissue. Alright. I'm not sure when did I get this? That's crazy. That was so bad. Okay. Right, put that away. And then I'm just going to get most of it. You see all the smudges? So I tend to just try and get them out of the way first. And then I'm just going to lightly shade it, right? I'm just going to... It changes the feel and the colour of it. But it's really cool. So that's Poppy Parade on Fresh Freesia cardstock. Right, so this is a matte layer. It's Freesia on Fresh Freesia, so I'm making it quite subtle. So I'm just going to put that on there like that. Okay, can you see the difference? It's changed it. But it's cool. I like it. Right, so then we are going to put that away. That was Poppy Parade. Yes, I was talking about our starter kit. That's right. So you can put kits. You know, if you like this kit, you can include that as well. And this kit is $30. So if you put that, then you still have, what, 285 minus 30, $255 to choose from. Right, so I'm going to see what I'm going to do with this. Actually, you know what? I am going to assemble part of this tag. Okay, let me just grab that. Okay, just poke that out. Poke that out. I mean, I don't think I want this to be... Which one is this? Ah, whee! Okay. It's alright, never fear. Just drop things. That's all. Salvageable. Salvageable? Okay. Right, we can just do it like that. Like, we've assembled a tag, and you can just simply put it on, and that would be nice. But I think I just wanted to play around with it a little bit more. But also, when you get the kit, you can do with it however you like, right? Okay, so that's the one that we're assembling. Wait, let me just put that away. Let me just put that like that. Okay, we're going to assemble this. So I'm going to pop that one out. That's the beard. And the very cool hat. Okay, that's rubbish now. And then we've got this and we've got this. Okay, let's just see. Going to use our... Whoa, sorry. Just rearranging everything. Okay. So we've got beard. And then we've got the hat. Yeah, so with the becoming a demonstrator, now, what does that mean? Does that mean you have to do what I do, which is run classes, do Facebook Live, YouTube videos, Reels, etc., etc.? No, of course you don't have to do all that. It's very flexible. You can do with it however you want. Run a business if you want to. If you don't, then don't. If you want to, then there are lots of ways. Stampin' Up has lots of ways to support you, and so do I as your team leader. And then, yeah, what else? But, you know, if you just wanted to craft and you just wanted to get your items, your crafting items for at a discount price, yeah, you just want to do a bit of this and a bit of that, that's fine. So just as long as you meet the quarterly minimum of 300 CSV. So I know that's a lot of jargon, so that's why I'm explaining it. So because Stampin' Up is in, it's a global company, so it's in yeah, several markets. So it's easier for them in their printed materials, like to write 300 CSV for every market instead of saying, you know, this amount in New Zealand dollars, this amount in Australia dollars, this amount in Canadian dollars. So it's just easier for them to say 300 CSV. And essentially 300 CSV is the same as 300 US dollars. Okay, and so, but instead of just using US dollars, because then you have to do the exchange rate all the time, yeah, so then it'll just be a little bit of a nightmare to change it, you know, and work it out. So they just use CSV, and then there's factors. So the factors remain the same constantly for each year. So and then they review it. I think they review it every year. Could be mistaken. And so then they change the factor. And so all we need to do is just, you know, at any point in time, we just calculate the CSV, multiply by the CSV factor to get our New Zealand dollars, the equivalent. All right, hang on, I can't think. So I'm going to do that, I think, and then maybe that, just to give it more contrast, and that, maybe. What do you think? What do you think? I think that's pretty cool. Might just do that. I think I quite like that. Or do we want to change it and we want to do something like that? So here, that's what I mean. Like, you can just play around with it, you know, however you feel is appropriate. So yeah, you can definitely do something like that. And maybe I will, I don't know. Maybe I'll change it to here, because that's like, Okay, so maybe I could do something like that. I don't know. What do you think? Yep, I could do something like that so that it looks a little bit different, maybe. All right, let's see. Right, maybe I'll just take off. So random, right? Okay, just do that. Let's see how that works. All right, so first of all, and then do I want the ribbon or the twine? Should I double layer it because it is quite big? Oops. Okay, let's see. But yeah, so as a demonstrator, you don't have to do any of that if you didn't want to. You could just buy things for your own use if you craft a lot. But that's equivalent to, and then to remain a demonstrator, and that just means you continue to be able to get your discount or and be part of the Stampin' Up community, as in doing. Oh, that's cute. I think I'll do that. You can be doing all that as well, and being, going to Stampin' Up events for demonstrators, being part of my team and team events. So that's a lot of fun and a lot of community that actually maybe it's something you don't realize is going on as well. So, there is the sales side of things, but there is actually a whole lot of community side of things as well. So maybe that's something that you haven't thought about before, and that's quite appealing. So, right, and then I'm just going to chop some of these off. Okay. I think it's cute. Okay, oops. Okay, that one there, and then there. Okay, then what happened to my holly? Then I might just put that holly here. Yep. Okay, we'll just do that. So yeah, here you go. You can just play around with it. But yeah. So but for most people, it's just not feasible to be paying the equivalent of 300 CSV, which is about $551 New Zealand dollars per quarter. So every 3 months, you're spending that much money. Wait, let me just do a calculation because I forgot to do that earlier. Whoops. 551 divided by 3 months, that is $184 each month. And then if we divided that by, each month has 4 weeks, $46 per week divided by 7, that's about $6.55 each week. That's what you're spending money on if you were to buy $551 worth of products every month, every quarter, then that's what you are doing, right? But you're probably not going to do that. But yeah, that's equivalent to $6.50 or $6.60 per week. So I don't know, what's that? Is that a cup of wait, did I say per day or per week? No, must have been per day. No, it can't be per week. Yeah, per day. So that would be equivalent of a cup of tea, maybe. I'm sorry, a cup of coffee from the cafe. There you go. So if you're trying to kick caffeine habit, you're trying to do that, then you know the best way to do it is to replace it with something else. So you could be replacing it with crafting products. And crafting, here's an option. Here's a possibility. I'm just rambling. Just trying to give you ideas, you know, like things, ways and things that you maybe have never thought about before. Yeah, so there we go. All right, so I'm going to have that there. And then I think I was just going to put that here like that. I think I like it. All right. Just making it up as we go. And you can obviously play with this however you like to with the products that you have. Okay, I think maybe we need to have a couple of maybe we need a couple of this as well. Whoa. Okay, so that stays. And actually, I think I'll leave that one there. All right, so that's for you. And that's gluing it on here. And that's one card. Yeah, so, and all it is not, you don't have to be a pushy salesperson. All it is sharing what you do, sharing your crafting with others. It's so much fun when you can craft with people. It's fun crafting on your own too, but, you know, anything shared is much better, eh? Well, that's what I go by. If I enjoy cooking and baking, but if I can cook and bake with other people, that's even better. I can craft. I love crafting, and there are times and I need to craft alone because I'm just designing, you know, and I just can't have distraction. Oh, I was just thinking, should I bring in these? Yeah, I think that's what I'll bring in too. And so you get to have these as well in the kit. Just because it's so fun. There. Do I have 3 different sizes? I think so. Yeah, cool. Swirly, swirly. Yeah, so we're going to include that one as well. Real red and white adhesive back peppermints. So cute. Loving it. So that's what you could do. Instead of making it into a tag, you can change it and make it into a card. What do you think? All right, so that's project number 1, and that's what you'll get in your kit when you purchase, you place an order with me this week to the value of $50 or more. Okay, and then you get that. But seriously, if you're going to do $50 or more, consider $67, and then you'll get $285 worth of products, not just $67 worth of products. So consider that. Oh, I've got this. That looks like a gift, don't you think? Huh. What do you think? Oh, yeah, I think I'll just do it here too. Yeah. Bonus. This is what happens. It's what happens when you well, I'm just throwing things around, sorry. I'm just getting these. This is what I like to do with my envelope. Sometimes I do this. So I just have that double-sided. It's like a little gift. And then if I just place it like that, and look at that. it's like a clasp to close the envelope. Ha! Very cool. There you go. Done. Card number 1. All right, let me get organized. Project number 2 is actually a 3D item, and it's a goodie, oldie but a goodie, and we're going to make something like that. I pull this out of my box, my, what is this? I don't know where that came from. Oh, that came from up here. That was what fell out before. Okay, so we've got this. This is an old product, and do not have this chocolate. I do not know how old this chocolate is. And just use it as a sample. So it's like a, I don't know what you call it, a candy chocolate wrapper, a chocolate pull-out wrapper. So really cool. I love playing with things like that. And this is one of the things that I love about crafting. When you get a piece of paper like that, this is a 6x6 paper, and you turn it into something beautiful and functional and gift wrappy, and 3D. That's just mind-blowing for me. Okay, just love doing that kind of thing. So I've got one here. So I've used it with that paper, which is the, let me pull that out. That is the, it's the Lights of Aurora 6x6. So that's a current product. Okay, and you get 6 design and you get 8 of each. So it's great for boxes and things like that. It's great for when you're doing classes or when you are, like making things for multiple people. So you want the same thing. So you can do, this is all black at the side. Let me just see what other papers. Look at that one. That's a pretty cool paper. And then if we have our guy on there, so it's like very spacey. What do you think? Yep, might not be your thing, might be your thing. So I'm just pulling out just to show you, for example, okay? So imagine that you've already made the tags and then you're just going to put it on here like so. Oh, isn't that cool? That is so cool. I love it. What do you guys think? All right, I'm going to show you how to put this together. So this one here is, I went to the shop to see what candy I can put in. This is Fabulicious Raspberry Sherbet Fizz. So that's cool. Okay, I'm just going to show you how to do that. And I'm going to put that away to the side because I think what I want to do is I'm going to play it safe. And I pulled out these Secret Sea colorways from the Boho Vibes 6x6. So I'll show you these ones that I pulled out. Oh, running out of place to put them. So we've got Secret Sea. I think the Secret Sea will go well with any of the tags, any of the colors. So we've got that, which is diagonal. See, on the other side is that kind of color, which doesn't quite go with the colors of the tags, but I think Secret Sea will do. So we've got those two. Wait, let me just show you those two. And then we also have this one, which I think is goes with the whole whirly twirly. I think it'll be quite neat. Yeah, I really like it. I think I would do it this way, but yeah. So those 3. So I don't know, do we have a favorite? So let me just see. We've got 3 of that, and we've only got 2 of that, the sunburst one. So maybe I will do that one. Okay, so just because it's really crazy. So all we need to do is we need our trimmer. There you go. You can add that to your starter kit if you do not have this. It is so cool. Right. Where are we? 2 3/4. I think that's what we do. Let me double check that. 2 3/4. Yep, I think that's right. 2 3/4. I'm going to do 2 3/4. So this is just 6x6. So if you have a 12x12 paper, you can use that as well. And just cut it into 6x6. Simply 2 3/4, and then that will make it the next 2 3/4. 2 3/4 plus 2 3/4 would be 5 1/2. So there you go. And that is all we need to do. How cool is that? All right, so, okay, and then so I'm just going to use my bone folder just to crease it really well. Okay, I'm going to do that. Just to crease it really well. What's that? Don't know what that is. Anyway. Okay, and then all we need to do now is glue at the bottom. Just a thin glue. I don't want a thin sliver. I don't want to use my tape because I think tape is quite wide. But also I feel that, yeah, I am most confident with our green glue or multi-purpose liquid glue, Tombow. I don't know, that doesn't fail me. It's always, I find that it's stronger than anything. Well, I probably don't need that because it's the same. Yeah, I find that is the strongest, and it doesn't, you know, come apart. So when I'm doing 3D projects, I really like using the glue if I can. Okay, so just a sliver, and then this one you can go a little bit more crazy, but you know, again, it's liquid glue, so I don't want to put it too close to any of the edges. And then I'm just going to go like this. And it's up to you. If you didn't want the seam to be showing, you want the seam to be on the other side, you can do that too, but I'm okay with the seam. So, oops, see, there's too much glue, and that's why I did it on the silicone mat, because then it's not sticky. Yay, protected my surface, and they're not sticky. All right, so that's all glued in. So, and then that just kind of, you just pop it up like this, so you get like, and then I just wanted to make more of a feature here. Don't know if you can see. Okay, there's all these score lines that I've done, and this part is raised and that part is kind of indented. So that's what I do. I bring in my trimmer again. So far I've been using my trimmer, but I've been using it with the scoring tool. Okay, so there's the scoring tool, the light one, and then the dark one is the cutting tool. So cutting blade and scoring blade. And because I wanted the raise to be in the front, so I'm going to turn this over. This is my back because it's got my seam. And then I will just go through and go, okay, a few times and just move it ever so slightly. Yeah, so I'm just making marks so it looks like it's been corrugated. That's the word I was looking for. Okay, maybe one more. Okay, so I don't know if you can see it. Here you go. And then on the side. Okay, so it just looks like it's been gone through a little corrugated tool. All right, and so now I can pick, what am I going to do? So I've got these other two. Kit Kat, I thought this, I bought the Santa, thought that kind of is appropriate. I really like this color too. It's very goldy to me. So it's not as tall, but that still works, okay? So you'll put it in there, okay? It's a bit fatter, this one. It's interesting. And then this one, it's like that. Right, so, oh well, I'll just use this for now. What I need is, you need a punch, some sort of punch. And I've got my trusty crocodile here, crocodile. And I'm just going to go punch there to make a hole. That's all good. And then we need our ribbon. Now, which is the longer one? Did I cut out one? So I think if I cut one out for you about this length, which is about 20 inch, I believe. Let me just double check. So about 0 to 12. That's 12. And then, no, this is only 16. This is only a 16 one. Okay, so, oh yeah, that will do because I've got smaller. Yeah, I've got a smaller. I've got two here. Which one should we use? Gold, the gold one or the iridescent one? Maybe I'll put gold. Yeah, maybe I'll put gold because I'm going to use gold. I'm going to use almond gold. Okay, yeah, that's sweet. and then I'll leave the other one for the Kit Kat. Okay, so so you thread this through. That's how you do it. Okay, this is how to make this. So simple. It's such a fun mechanism though. Okay, and then I just kind of pull it till it is in the middle. Okay, this matches. All right, and then just pull it apart and stick this in, and there you go. Okay, and that's all there is to it. And then you can either see whatever you find easiest, like, you know, you could do, I could do just the simple double knot it. I'll do double knot it here. Okay, you can just simply do that, and that pulls it out and pulls it back. Okay, so there's a bit of a gap there. I generally prefer, okay, I'm going to redo this because I generally prefer it to be tight. Gonna be hard to get it out. Yeah, because it was double knotted. Oh, I'm not used. It's still hard to get used to. I've been doing live now, like video, for a while, but it's still quite hard to get used to seeing things so far away. Like, you know, where are we? Why is everything so much harder on video? Okay, here we go. Let me get this out. Okay, so I prefer to make it tighter. Okay, yeah, that's just me. If I make it tighter, I love it better. Okay. There you go. So up and out and up and whoo! It's like Jack in the Box, you know, popping in and out. That was the other sample that I have. Yep, for this one. So you'll get your 6x6 paper, right? And then you get this. Okay, so again, just putting the tags together now. This one's pretty much, yeah, putting the tag together, except I'm not sure what I'll do with the twine, because we've already got that. And maybe I will, right, there we. So we've got those two. Or will I even need that? Do you think? Wow, there's always fun to have extra gold. Oh yeah, I'll do it. I'll do that. Okay, we'll do that. But maybe I might want to take that off. Let's see. Okay, let's just assemble these together first. So we've got that, and we need our, okay, just need a couple of thing on this. Right, the other news that I haven't yet told you, I think, almost forgot, is that it's free shipping. 3 days only, today, tomorrow, and Friday. 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. Free shipping for orders over $100. Again, seriously, if you are buying something for over $100 or $100 and over, consider getting the starter kit for only $67, and you'll get $285 worth of products, and you'll get the opportunity to be part of a team, part of a community that is really fun, and you'll get continual discount, and And what else? What else can I say? I mean, honestly, you'll be doing yourself a disservice if you're going to pay $100 in products and then and get free shipping when you can get $285 worth of products for $67, free shipping as well for that one. Oh, that's option 1. There is option 2 in buying a starter kit, and that is you pay the normal starter kit price, which is $189, but you get $407 worth of products. I mean, honestly, such great deal. So yeah, and anyway, I can't stress too much. You know, I know there are reasons why people prefer not to, because you're just not interested. You just prefer just to buy products, and you want to support me. That's really cool. As a customer, and that is absolutely wonderful, and love it. So I'm going to put that there. Just wondering whether I think I want to show a little bit more, or shall I just? I think I'll do it something like that. Okay, I'm just going to. Whoops! I'm just going to glue that down. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Just why I think. That changes the look of it completely. I'm just going to put that there. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. Okay, so that it's easier, I'm just going to use my glue dot for this one. Okay. See, stop talking because I'm thinking, concentrating what I'm doing here. Okay, that will do. And then I'm going to leave that there. And then I was wondering whether I would actually just tie this over here. Yeah, I might just do that. Just leave it at that. Lots of, so that's popping up. And then that's just going on here. Okay, I'm just going to snip this off and we'll see what it looks like. We might not like it, but if I do it, then you know what it'll look like. And then you can decide whether you want to do that or you don't. Okay, I'm just going to leave it like that. Yep. And then that just goes on there like that. Love it. Okay, let's see if I can use a bigger one. That's tiny, but we got bigger ones as well. 1, and that would be easier. 2, 3. Put that away. How cool is that? And there you go. You have a little gift pouch for someone. That is so cool. I'm going to put it on top there. Yeah. How do you like that? Okay. So that concludes our 2 projects for this week's class to go. Oh man, that's so cute. So that is, so we've got that, we've got that. Why have I got the missing, where's my missing one? I don't know where it went. So we've got 3. Where's the lady? I can't see it anywhere. Okay, that's weird. That is so weird. Anyway, we've got card number 1 and project number 2. So we've got those two, and these are what the tags look like. We are missing one tag. I had all 4, and we can vouch for that because I did have all 4. Somehow I've lost one of them. Oh, don't you just love it? Happens all the time on video. Somehow things just go walkabout. Anyway, you get the idea. Okay, so card number 1 is that one. I'll just put that one there. And card number project number 2 is that. So and if you love it so much, you can actually buy the kit, the tag kit yourself, and that you'll make 12 tags, 4 designs, so 1, 2, 3 plus the girl, and 3 of each, so you'll get 12. All right, so I'm going to say bye now. Thank you so much for joining me today. So remember, our starter kit deal, $67 for $285 worth of products, or $189 for $407 worth of product. This is all in New Zealand dollars. But don't just think of the good deal. There's actually a whole lot more of benefits that come from being part of Stampin' Up, and so there's all that. So I'm happy to talk to you about that. If you are keen to find out more, just reach out, let me know. Otherwise, there is free shipping, 3 days only, 22nd of October, that's today, till the 24th of October, for orders over $100. And when you place an order with me this week, $50 or more, and I'll be sending you the kits, all right, to make these 2 projects. So that's right up till next Tuesday, the end of next Tuesday, which is going to be the 28th of October, because on the Wednesday I will be demonstrating another product, and we'll have 2 new projects that I will be sending out for free. So that's how it works. All right, so I hope that's not too confusing. There's a lot to take in, but yeah, just let me know what you think. And also, if you enjoyed today as well, please do give me a like. I love to hear from you as well. Give me feedback, share it with friends, and share it with others that you know that are interested or might be interested in making cards and Christmas projects and gift giving, even if it's just a simple wrapped chocolate. How cool is that? And oh, this would be so good in the stocking bag, isn't it? Stockings. All right. Love you guys all, and I will see you next week. Thank you for joining me again. It's Stamp with Michelle Pepper here. Bye.